Saving money in today's America isn't just a nice idea. It's become a survival skill. Between rising rent, climbing grocery prices, student loans coming back, and the never-ending subscription fees, people are feeling the squeeze from all directions. But here's the truth. Most folks don't hear enough. You don't need to be rich to start saving. You don't need to earn six figures. You just need to start paying attention, make small changes that fit your lifestyle, and stick with them. The goal isn't to make your life miserable. The goal is to feel less stressed every time you open your bank app. The first shift, and probably the most important one, is to actually get to know your money. Like, really know it. Most of us swipe, tap, and click through purchases without a second thought. But do you actually know how much you spent on food last month? On streaming services? On late-night Amazon scrolls? Awareness is where the real change starts. Start tracking your expenses for 30 days. You don't need fancy software. You can use a free app like Mint or just a simple spreadsheet. Look through your transactions and sort them into 3 categories: your needs, your wants, and your weight. Why did I buy that? You might be surprised. That $5 coffee every morning adds up. That $14.99 charge for a gym membership you haven't used since January, still hitting your account. That third-tier streaming service with the one show you watched last year, still there. But here's the thing. Cutting back doesn't mean cutting out joy. I'm not going to tell you to give up your morning latte if that's something that makes your day better. It's about choosing the things you actually value and letting go of the ones you don't. If eating out is your thing, keep doing it. But maybe not 4 nights a week. Maybe just 1. If shopping is your therapy, fine. Just set a budget for it. One little trick I love. Anytime I want to buy something online, I leave it in the cart for 24 hours. If I still want it the next day, cool. But 9 times out of 10, I forget about it. And that's money I keep. Grocery shopping, though, let's talk about that for a second. Because food prices have gone off the rails, and it's one of the easiest places to save. The number 1 rule: never shop hungry. Seriously, you'll end up buying things you don't need and didn't even know you wanted. The second rule: make a list. Sounds basic, but most people don't do it. Plan your meals for the week. Check what you already have in the fridge or pantry and stick to your list. Buy store brands. They're cheaper and honestly taste the same. If you have access to Aldi, Trader Joe's, or even Costco, use them. Buying in bulk. Choosing frozen over fresh when it makes sense. And avoiding pre-packaged meals can save you a ridiculous amount. And don't ignore your store's loyalty app. There are digital coupons just sitting there waiting to be clipped. It might take 5 extra minutes, but that could save you $20 per trip. Then there's utilities. You wouldn't believe how much people overpay just to keep the lights on. But you can trim your bill without living in the dark or sweating through summer. First off, adjust your thermostat. If it's summer, try setting it to 78 when you're home and bump it up when you leave. Winter, 68 and a cozy hoodie. It works. Swap out old light bulbs for LED ones. They last longer, use less energy, and cost less in the long run. Unplug things you're not using, or get a smart power strip. And check if your utility provider offers a free energy audit. They'll come out, inspect your home, and often give you free upgrades or big discounts to seal leaks or replace outdated stuff. It's a win-win. Now let's talk about the stuff you pay for every single month, but almost never question, like car insurance, your phone plan, or your internet bill. I'll be honest, most people stay loyal to these companies way longer than they should. And guess what? Loyalty doesn't always pay. You could be overpaying by hundreds of dollars every year just because you haven't taken 10 minutes to compare rates. Go online. Use sites like The Zebra, Policy Genius, or even NerdWallet to check insurance quotes. Bundle if you can. And don't be afraid to switch. There's no bonus for staying where you are if you're getting ripped off. Same goes for your phone plan. If you're shelling out $90 a month for one line, it might be time to check out prepaid carriers like Visible, Mint Mobile, or Tello. They run on the same towers as Verizon or AT&T, but they cost way less. And let's not forget internet providers. These companies will almost always give you a discount if you call and threaten to leave. Seriously, just say, "I'm thinking of switching," and watch what happens. And look, as much as cutting back can help, sometimes you just need to bring in more money. There's only so much you can cut before there's nothing left. So if you've got a skill, even if it's just something you do as a hobby, you might be able to turn that into extra income. Know how to write, edit, take photos, make videos, design logos. Sites like Fiverr and Upwork are full of gigs. You don't have to quit your day job. Even just an extra $200 a month can change your whole budget. Got extra space in your home? Rent a room on Airbnb? Got an empty garage? Rent it out on neighbor.com for storage. And if you've got stuff you're not using, old clothes, electronics, furniture, sell it on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or OfferUp. It clears your space and pads your wallet. And hey, if you've been working your current job for over a year, it might be time to ask for a raise. A lot of people wait for their boss to bring it up, but in most cases, you have to advocate for yourself. Do your homework. Know what your role pays in your area. Go into the conversation prepared, confident, and respectful. And remember, asking for a raise isn't greedy. It's smart, especially when the cost of living is going up every single year. All of these changes might sound small, but they add up. That's the point. Saving money isn't about doing one big dramatic thing. It's about a bunch of little things you do consistently, cooking at home more often, shopping with intention, tracking your spending, being willing to switch providers or negotiate bills, using your talents to earn a little extra. Each of those things on its own might save you $20 here, $50 there, but put them together and suddenly you've got an extra few $100s a month that used to slip through your fingers. And the best part? Once you start seeing progress, it gets easier. You feel motivated. You feel more in control. That feeling of being overwhelmed by money starts to fade, and you realize you don't need to win the lottery. You just need a plan and a little consistency. So if you're feeling stuck, start with just one thing. Cancel one subscription. Track your spending for 1 week. Cook at home instead of ordering takeout tonight. Small wins build big momentum, and over time, those changes will create something even bigger. Peace of mind. And that, more than anything, is worth saving for.